Hi, I'm Nicole Pennington, Dean of Ohio University Southern, and we would like to welcome you to the filming of the Ashland Winter Wonderland of Lights by our electronic media students at Ohio University Southern. Filming the parade gives our students the opportunity to gain skills in the field and out in the community. All of us at Ohio University Southern wish you a happy and healthy holiday.
And good evening. We are here live with the Ashland Winter Wonderland of Lights Parade, the big celebration here in downtown Ashland. The theme this year is a Christmas past, present, and future. I'm WSAZ reporter Chad Hedrick alongside Tim Gibbs with Ashland Alliance. And Tim, the theme this year, we were just talking, couldn't be more perfect for Ashland in the year that we have had this year.
Yeah, we're celebrating all the things that make this a special community. It's all built on the history of where we've been and where we're going, and what a better night to kick this off.
Yeah, but as you can see right now, we do have probably something that gets a lot of the kids excited, the police cars, and we're seeing from Raceland, Ashland, Clarke, Greenup County. And this really just shows you this isn't just an Ashland parade. This incorporates all the surrounding counties in Kentucky, but also Ohio and West Virginia as well. Really everybody coming together in the spirit of what the season is about.
We've got people participating, as you said, from all three states. We've got bands from Ohio as well. It's always nice to have these bands, and the colors are now being presented down the strip. This parade tonight is probably going to have somewhere between 3,500 and 4,000 people in the parade.
And that just showing you how important this parade is. Just so many people here in our community and surrounding areas to make it a part of their tradition.
Beginning of the Winter Wonderland Lights Christmas Parade, I am honored as to be part of TC units line out and present our colors. It is always a great honor for me to introduce to you Bishop Michael Reed.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That was an incredible way to
That
start
was.
this off tonight.
We've got the ROTC color guard from Ashland,
Again, that was Michael
Clarke
Reed,
County High
ladies and
School,
gentlemen.
Elliott County, and Greenup County as well. Again, just showing in sports, some of these schools can have a rivalry, but when coming together for the holidays and for things that are the most important, they are coming together as one as we get ready to kick off this year's parade.
Long history of ROTC in this community as
Exactly.
well.
And there's a lot of history with this parade as well. And the whole festival, obviously, the big attraction, the lights at Central Park. I was here doing a story back in the end of October, and they were starting to put the lights up because there are so many displays that they have to work on to get up.
Actually, there's almost 800,000 LED lights that we lit up last week in the park to kick off the Winter Wonderland of Lights.
It's part of a Thanksgiving tradition. When we were growing up as a kid, everyone would come in who had moved from Ashland. They would always come home for Thanksgiving, and we would pile into a couple of cars and drive around Central Park, and even when just normally just driving by the park to go somewhere.
Well, it's a little bit like Field of Dreams. Build it and they will come.
Exactly.
The cars were lined up all the way around the park. It's just spectacular.
And that's all put up by the city of Ashland and our workers, so we thank them for helping with a tradition a lot of people look forward to.
If it wasn't for the partnerships, there's no way that the Winter Wonderland of Lights could take place like it does. The city of Ashland's paramount, the committee that works year-round to make this happen. So here comes the American flag, which is carried by the Bellefonte Hospital workers and families.
You can see the side of it there. It's so big, but bringing everyone together for that, It's so much fun. And I believe on the other side of the flag we have our Grand Marshal, which we're all very excited about, especially if you're a baseball fan here in Ashland, but also just a little bit even more local connection with it.
We actually have two Grand Marshals. We have Amanda and Marty Brenneman. You know, Amanda's a native of Ashland. She worked for the city of Ashland. She was actually Economic Development Director for the city of Ashland as well. So she has long, long ties to this community.
It's always fun to see people come home and kick off the holiday season here. A little bit about our husband, Marty. He was selected by the American Sportscasters Association as one of the top 50 broadcasters of all time. And he's also received the Tom Hammond Lifetime Achievement Award for sports broadcasting, presented by the Bluegrass Sports Commission in Lexington. So obviously quite the big part of the Reds. And I see them coming over towards us. And Tim, I know she was speaking earlier at an event, and you have something for her.
She said she wanted some pink Jolly Pirate donuts. So there we have. So Miss Amanda.
Thank you. Pull up here and talk to us for a quick sec. What's it like for you to be a part of this parade in this
You know what?
capacity tonight?
I feel like I've been a part of this parade my whole life. I've been coming here, standing right across the street from where we are, eating chocolate-covered peanuts from Murphy's many, many years ago. But this is fantastic. Thank you for having us.
No, thank you for coming and enjoy the donuts.
We will.
We will.
This is fantastic. Thank you.
And for you,
it's a new experience for me. I've done this one time, and that was a million years ago in Cincinnati. So this is all new, and I was stunned today when you, Tim, told me there were 4,000 people in this parade, which is staggering.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
So we're having a good night. We dressed for the occasion, so we're very comfortable.
All righty, go Reds.
Good to see you guys.
Good to
Have a
see
great
you.
Thanksgiving.
You
Thank
too.
you for being
bet.
here. Yes, sir. Well, we're off to a rousing start.
We are. Those donuts, I got excited because when I got up to the table, I was like, I have donuts? And then they were like, no, those are for me. And I was like, all right, well.
And candy, too.
And candy. We do have the candy. I'm hoping that we get some candy canes coming on here. Now we've got some of the Winter Wonderland court, some of our queens and princesses from this year's festivities.
Yes. And it's interesting. I think last year one of our hosts from WSE had been a prior queen.
She has, yeah. Catherine Robinson, she's got quite the history. Both of us, this is our home. This is where we've grown up. And to be growing up here, I've come to the parade. I've been a part of the parade several times, last couple of years with WSAZ, and to now be here in this capacity is really exciting because, you know, Catherine and I will both tell people the exciting part of working here and covering home for us is it's our way of being able to get back in and tell stories of our community. Like in Ironton, we've done several stories there where the $1 Million Band is coming down.
They have about 61 playing members. Really, really happy to be here tonight. They actually had to rewrite a couple of their parts. They had some instrumentation issues, and they were able to overcome that, and they're going to be able to perform for us tonight. Bands are always a great hit for a parade.
Oh, yeah.
They look like having a good time.
Oh, yeah. And to be able to do those dance moves we just saw on top of knowing their music and everything. That great work by them. Little Frosty the Snowman.
Just another example of how the rivers kind of join us together and don't divide us.
Some of them in the holiday spirit with their Santa Claus hats, see some of those light up necklaces. Here comes some more Street Tabernacle, kicking off with some of our floats of this year, celebrating the past, present, and future.
And of course the candy.
Oh, that's you see all the kids lined up there. That's what they come for.
They may be up a little late tonight.
They might be. Well, it's a good thing that school's out for most of the districts here. There's with Happy Birthday Jesus, you don't get much further Christmas past than the one that really started it all.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Oh.
And here come the Girl Scouts. Hopefully they're tossing thin mitts.
Troop 5223. And their theme is Christmas Past. Merry Christmas. There's so many different type of floats we're going to see here tonight. There's a lot of creativity.
And it's exciting to see how each group incorporates the theme in different ways.
Our first Christmas suit.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight.
We'll keep track of those. That's a good one. And the Boyd County Library with timeless tales all dressed up in different characters. I see the Grinch.
He's always a popular figure here.
Especially this year with the, uh-oh. There he goes. Harry Potter.
We're going to bring in here Marion Russell. Marion Russell is the chairman of the Wonderland of Lights Committee, and Marion is a huge part of what it takes to put this monster.
It is.
Not just parade, but the whole Wonderland of Lights. So Marion, would you like to come over here next to Chad?
Slide in through. You'll give him the mic. There we go.
Also from the Ashland Fire Department.
Exciting night tonight, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
Talk about just seeing the people. We were talking earlier about this isn't something of just Ashland. This brings in all the states in our region. different communities really coming out here for this.
This not only is a community activity for us right here, it's a tri-state regional activity for everyone, just like you say. And, you know, it is the largest Christmas parade in all 3 states, no matter what part of the state you're going to. We are the largest.
What's the process of putting this parade together and then the lights and getting everything ready?
It's a long process. I mean, we'll be working on next year come January.
Wow.
You know, when you do this, there are certain economies that you can get, like buying things in January and February when business is slow. Also, you look at things and know what you want to get before the end of the season. But the companies like to keep their employees working during the winter months, so, you know, you get better deals. You can get, you know, large discounts by buying things early.
And to see so many people participate, we've got the fire trucks with all the lights. That's always an exciting thing.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, we like to say, or like you said a minute ago, we've got people from all around the tri-state, fire departments from all over the tri-state. Just hope that we never have a serious fire while this is going on.
Yeah, well, and your favorite part? I mean, you've been doing this for so long. What's your favorite part of this whole?
This is my 20th year, and we're 30. Winter Wonderland's 30 years, so I've been here 20. I think really there's 2 things. I like it when we turn them on. That shows me that we have accomplished a big deal. You know, the guys that work in the streets and the parks departments for the city. They work with me to put this together, and we figure out where things are going to go. We try to mix it up a little bit each year. I love seeing them come on, and then I like this.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is like Christmas Eve.
It is. And for those who are watching at home, we've got a live stream and people watching on the CW who are able to, they've moved on, they've moved to other places, not just in the country, but the world.
Oh, absolutely.
And they get to come home for a minute and watch this.
That's fantastic where people can, you know, see what's going on in their hometown, home community. And, you know, we're tickled to death that it happens that way and people can see what we're doing.
All right. Well, we're excited for next year. I know the
absolutely.
work begins soon.
Absolutely.
Well, have a happy holidays, and we appreciate you coming by.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
Have a good one. A lot of the kids look forward to the fire trucks. I've been to several parades in this area, and they get the excitement of the flashing lights. We've got Westwood Fire going by right now. We would like to send a special thank you to Wagner Rental and Supply and the Lowe's of Russell for helping us with our setup for tonight and bringing you this parade. So thank you all. And a lot of work goes into some of these floats that you're going to see coming up in a little bit. I was out here before the parade started by about 3 hours, and there was a lot of work going on, and then there's the prep starting this parade and getting everything ready, you know, for the committees. They're starting in January, and then it's probably not as early for some of these floats, but again, they start putting in a lot of work and time and energy for this night just to be a part of such a historic part of Ashland.
It's always great to have Marion tell
what
it takes to put on this massive organized chaos.
Yeah, you know, everything is set up into sections behind the scenes. Everyone's got a certain place that they need to be, and it's not just something, you know, everyone shows up and you set the date and you've got the setup of our MC of the entire the parade for the people here to see what's going on. So there's a lot.
There is, and we divide it into divisions, and I think this year we had 14 divisions, which every one of these at least take a city block.
Yeah.
So if you're organizing, if you're doing lineup on something between 14 and 20 city blocks.
Yeah, and it's a long walk too. We walked it several times, and it's amazing that it fills up every block with people, and they bundle up, and we've got a live band here.
Yeah. Screws and the Motley Crew. Looks like a pretty good show.
Now that's Christmas past, present, and future if I've ever seen one right there.
Looks like a Corps of Engineers. A big part of our community with the rivers and such.
Oh yeah.
It's a nice little castle. That guy's supposed to be throwing out this candy, not just...
Yeah, he's just hoarding it for himself. No one's really brought any to us.
I've got a few pieces over here. Yeah. They won't be here by the end of the night. Christian Faith Outreach here. And I think they've got a great theme here. They're really embracing this past, present, and future about overcoming some of the negative things and setting the stage for the positive.
Yeah, that's something unfortunately we see a lot of in our communities just around the tri-state, and it's something we've reported on, and to show that there is hope and that there and help is in any kind of moment that of darkness that someone might be dealing with. It's really uplifting to see someone give that positive message, especially this time of year.
We got the Christian Faith Outreach coming through as well. I definitely see a lot of kids just having an abundance of candy.
Probably next to Halloween, this is probably their biggest candy consumption night.
It's probably good for the local economy as well.
Oh yeah.
Got the Advantage Plus Realty Group coming through here.
With Boyd County Jailer-elect Bill Hensley there.
Yes. We've got viewers from all around, really the globe.
Which is so great to see, and people chiming in, wanting to be a part of this night. And I know that's something my aunt, she lives in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and she always misses the little things that you never really think about when you move away from someplace you've called home most of your life, like the parade. And it's the good thing with social media and technology is people can tune into things like this. So hello to everyone watching us tonight.
Yeah, and let us know where you're viewing from, because we know there's families split all over the world, and grandparents. Last year we had grandparents from Australia tell us about watching their grandkids walk down the street on Winchester Avenue in Ashland, Kentucky. Summit Ironville, got a nice truck coming through here. Trucks are always a big hit. We've got Ashland Community and Technical College here, and they're doing a lot of things with their float this year. They're really embracing this past, present, and future about where they've been, the students they have now, and even their future students and the difference it's going to make. They're also embracing what they're doing with Brady with their advanced technology program that's going to be feeding the workers for Brady. Advanced intermediate technology.
And that's something we've done the story with that class of that excitement, and again that's looking towards the future of building Brady Industries, building Ashland up as well. And here comes a float with that Brady driven brand that I think has really fueled this community this year.
Well, and I've got to get it right too. It's advanced integrated technology, because if not, somebody's going to be very, very mad at me. fresh air coming through here. They've actually got their corporate headquarters about a block, or actually right up above
Right
us,
above
on the
us,
third floor.
yeah.
Yeah.
So some of them are up there.
Yeah. Kurt Carson, who's HR for Brady, waving at everybody. Give me some candy.
Yeah, where's our candy? Nothing? There you go.
I'm surprised people aren't running up giving resumes.
Yeah, we were doing a series of stories with Brady, you know, and getting a lot of national attention with what's coming to Ashland. President Trump was holding a rally in Richmond back in November and mentioned Brady Industries, and that's exciting to get the president's attention for this community.
It is. We just recently had our annual dinner. We had 1,000 people out there celebrating the good things that are happening in this community, and they're a big part of it. We got the 4-H sponsored by Boyd County, their equine program. That's a cool float.
And here come the Oakview Comet cheerleaders.
We can hear them.
Gotta say though, I'm a Hager Wildcat, so
Yeah.
but there was always that fun rivalry.
We've got a little bit of a break here before the KFC float comes through here. The first Winter Wonderland of Lights project under the Ashland Alliance was staged in 1988. Our volunteers, I think I mentioned this, work year-round to put this on. It takes a fundraising campaign as well for year-round.
And it's all exciting because for this parade, you know, it's not just, you know, the parade, and we were talking about that. It's with this lights. They start that months in advance, getting those ready to roll,
Yeah.
and then flipping the switch to turn it on, and people again coming from all over the area to see these lights. It's a lot of excitement here for Ashland. I know a lot of people look forward to it.
We've had past grand marshals from Billy Ray Cyrus to Ashley Judd to your own Rob Johnson
Yep.
to John Conley. It just goes on and on.
Mr. Cartoon even.
Yes.
And here comes the KFC bucket.
Which I saw you up on top of.
I was. We
That's
were
gonna-
previewing the parade during our newscast, and I walked up there, and it's actually pretty roomy. It's a ladder going right up, and a lot of fun up there. That little door, though, you got to watch your head because it was tiny. I didn't know if I would fit through it.
Yeah. Didn't know if it was original recipe or crispy. Girl Scout Troop 2710, here to build the future. They're embracing the future component of our theme tonight.
And look, they've got signs of what their career goals are: future teacher, future artist, and vet. And
That's awesome.
And it's always important to follow your dreams. I remember for me as a kid, I always had that interest in news, and I pursued that. And little kids know what they want to do.
I think I knew what I was going to do. By the time I got to college, I was on my track.
The Ashland Middle School Cheer Champs.
Ashland Middle School, the cheer champs coming through here. And also we've got the Lawn Rangers who's pulling the float for Ashland Middle School. And I spoke to them earlier in the lineup, and they were talking about such a group of girls it was, and how it was a privilege to work with them. So we tried walking around before the parade in the lineup and getting some stories about what it takes to put this on and some little pieces that we could use for the parade tonight. So hopefully we can share some of that with you.
And Ashland, they've had a great year as well. They've got a lot to be proud of, especially with the group of students winning that Samsung Solve for Tomorrow contest, where they won hundreds of thousands of dollars for their school for technology, for their classmates, and the future Tomcats to be able to learn and develop.
Unity Baptist Church. This is their mini living tree. They do a presentation. They put about 40 or 50 people in their living tree where they do song, and they do at least four shows. I don't have the exact dates for that, but it's something they've done for 37 years.
It's a tradition as well. I know a lot of people going to that. I've gone to it several times, and it's so cool to see their setup, and you know that they put a lot of effort in that, but again, it spreads that good message.
Morning Port, it's one of the better facilities anywhere in the tri-state, personal care, Alzheimer's care, and senior service, and also one of the members of the Alliance, so we're proud to give them a little shout out.
We also want to mention Ohio University Southern and the CW, who Ohio University Southern is really working with us tonight and being our fantastic crew for the evening. We would like to send a special thank you to Wagner Rental and Supply and the Lowe's of Russell for helping us with our setup for tonight and bringing you this parade. So thank you all.
Got the Boy Scout and the Cub Scouts of Ashland here that just went by us. United Methodist Church.
Another law coming in, but you can see all these kids. I love watching that that excitement in them of just that innocence about them, and they're waiting for the big man in red who's coming up a little bit later in the parade. And I got to talk with him over at the Ashland Tourism with Sue Dowdy, and he says Ashland boys and girls have been very good this year.
Well, I got a chance to talk to him at the kickoff at the Winter Wonderland for the lights in the park, and I think he's excited. He's been getting ready.
He, like the Winter Wonderland of Lights, he starts working the next day to get ready for the year to come. So,
well, and also the park, the night of Thanksgiving is the kickoff for the log cabin. So you can come out, you can visit Santa at the log cabin, you can do the train rides in the park. There's a plethora of activities that all geared towards trying to bring families together and celebrate Christmas and the holidays for the kids.
And that's what this is all about. And I think I see some familiar faces starting to come down my way. Is that Beeper?
I think it is.
Is that Beeper? That's what I like to hear, that applause. I like that. And it's so exciting. Beeper, I've walked with him several times in this parade. People get more excited over Beeper, and it's the adults. The kids are like, who?
Yeah.
But because they don't understand the history of Mr. Cartoon and everything. But kids get so excited to see Beeper, and there's Brandon, and I think Rob Johnson's coming over this way, the one and only, and Melanie Schaefer. Yes, I want candy. Here come my friends.
That's right.
My people.
All right, Rob.
How are you?
How are you, Mr. Gibbs?
We're doing fine. How about yourself?
I am well. Mr. Hedrick, how are you, sir?
Shouldn't you be asleep by now?
It's probably past my bedtime, but it's too fun. You got to be out here for the holiday festivities.
And, we were talking a little bit ago with you lighting the lights at the park. You've been a part of this parade for several years in this community, kind of just talking about why it's so important.
I live for this time of year. This is fun. I'm booked solid for a reason because I like it. I was out for the opening of, as you mentioned, the Winter Wonderland of Lights. Also last week's opening for the Festival of Trees and Trains. And now back out here again tonight. Ashland is hopping for the holidays, always is.
And it's the theme this year, proud, past, present, and future. We've covered several stories here in Ashland, and some of those good developments with Kentucky Electric Steel coming back, Brady, and really you can see the excitement in this area this time of year.
It was interesting because the Brady Express float was just in front of us going on the parade route, and people know them. Boy, people know what they're doing in town and how they have come to town. They got the message on Brady Industries.
Yeah. Who's been the most exciting person with our float? Is it you, Beeper, Tony?
It's always Beeper because Beeper's always the loudest with that horn. You can't escape the Beeper horn. It's too much.
I have a hard time thinking that he's louder than you, though. I'm sorry.
Well, and I got to tell you, seriously, this whole festival has been very good to me, to my family. As a past Grand Marshal of this, Ashland does it up big. Ashland treated my family so well in years past. Time for me to give back a little bit. Love it, guys. Enjoy the parade, guys.
Thank you for
Good to
being
see
here.
ya.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. I gotta walk the parade.
Yeah. Go catch up. It's something a lot of people ask, a little behind the scenes of WSAZ, especially with our morning crew. You saw Melanie and Taylor there as well. Their shift starts at 4 a.m.
Wow.
They walk in there, and I fill in occasionally, and it's 3 a.m. That alarm clock comes early, but it's all worth it.
I'm up at 5.
On a normal day, I'm rolling out of bed at 8:50 if I'm lucky.
I'm late for work if it's that time. All right, we've got Colt Grove Fire Department that's rolling by here, which is always a big hit. We got another ladder truck coming in from the England Hill Fire Department.
I think in Colt Grove, obviously in Ohio, and just another example of different communities coming together for this.
Yeah, it's awesome. It really is. Those are some cool lights they're carrying as well. I like those.
There's Frosty the Snowman.
That's right.
That time of year for all those specials to be airing.
That looks warm. I'm kind of jealous.
I am too. Oh, here comes the savior of the night. Hand warmers. You just earned your spot on the good list this year. And again, tonight, a lot of people help put this on for our standpoint, so you can be watching this from across the globe, whether you're in your own living room. And Ohio University Southern and the Tri-State CW want to thank Wagner Rental and Supply and the Lowe's of Russell for really helping us. We've got this big setup here with the lights and everything, and the structures here wouldn't be possible without their help. So thank you so much for helping us bring this to so many other people. Everyone really appreciates it.
Well, we're opening up the audience to the world, and that's a wonderful thing.
King's Daughters Medical Center making their way down this way.
King's Daughter has well over 3,000 employees. I think last count I saw was about 3,280 employees. So the largest employer of the region, and also one of the best medical cares anywhere in the Tri-State. Got another band coming in here.
Now this is the King's Daughters Medical Center bus that they tour around and raising awareness for breast cancer research and getting a mammogram.
Floyd County.
Wow, that's a haul.
It is, and this school's only 2 years old. They went through a consolidation of Allen Central and created the Floyd Central High School Band. About 60 playing members. It's always great to have bands.
Mm-hmm. I like the lights that they've got inside of their instruments, even getting really festive. Yeah.
Once again, I think the mascot's got the right idea because he looks warm, or she looks warm. I can't tell. Ashland Credit Union coming up.
Frosty making the round again.
Yeah. Frosty's got some relatives out here tonight.
And here comes the float from Cheerleaders Station Retirement Community.
Now here comes one that a lot of people have worked on. This is from the Trinity Station Retirement Community, Santa's Workshop. Looks like a lot of work went into that.
Yeah, that's a nice float.
Trinity Station's float is Santa's Workshop.
A lot of Santa's elves right there. Taking a nice break from, I'm sure they kick it into gear come December 1st. Looks at these kids over here, they're taking a group photo. It looks like they're on their sugar high.
Well, now kids know how to do selfies and group photos and all kinds of stuff that we just didn't have.
You mean you didn't have a selfie stick growing up?
No.
Ah.
Didn't. We use things like film. Yeah.
See, we've got some film at WSAZ, but it's in a case of our antiques and our history.
Yeah, you make me feel good with this.
That looks like a Charles Russell AYBL cheer group, yeah?
And then another cheer group, this one coming from Charles Russell.
Candy's flying. If I can't talk, you know, I'm eating candy. Okay.
If we get to mini M&Ms, we're in trouble. That's my weakness.
Well, I have a little bit more weakness in that. So, got Goodwill and all the good work they do for the community. Everything from helping train people to raising money that can be applied towards all kinds of good causes. Goodwill Industries of Kentucky.
And we've talked about the kids that are lined up watching the parade. You see the ones that are in the parade, and they get just as excited. Here comes another one all decked out in lights. Raceland Race Days.
Now, Raceland Race Days, I think everyone knows that the $1 Million Oval was a racetrack that was down in Raceland, and that John Keene, the same gentleman that built Keeneland, built a track down in Raceland, and it was there in the 1920s. It didn't make it through the Depression, but they have this festival once a year where they celebrate the history of that community. And if you see the pictures of the old track, it looks like you're staring at Keeneland.
Really?
So, lots of history in this community.
Stanton Miller Pools and Spas. Not really pool weather.
But the spa part.
That sounds nice.
Okay, got the green up here. City of Green up in their ladder truck. Got the guys up on top of it. But they're not throwing no candy. So
Yeah, again, no candy. Maybe they thought, since we forgot the candy, we'll just stand up top. That'll get people excited. Well, I think the Little Sandy Fire Department's here.
Yeah, the siren works. But a lot of the kids love that. They got sugar, sensory overload. until you get really close to those fire engines, you don't understand how massive some of these
Yeah.
are.
There's some little leaders, the 2018 Little League Softball 10 and 12-year-old Kentucky champions.
Some of our young athletes here in our community.
This team, too, they are the first team from Ashland to win the state championship. They were undefeated when they went to the World Series. So they just excelled on every level.
A lot to be proud of for them.
Yeah, first time in, I think, 38 years a Kentucky school or a Kentucky group that actually made the World Series as well. Fantastic. So, great story. School of Bands. Doing things I can't do.
I did the Highlands Museum that we always do, the big event with Dancing with Our Stars, and I did it one year. Dancing's hard.
Especially dancing in front of 20,000 of your closest friends.
Yeah. Some little dancers too, who are
from all ages, yes.
You may have noticed our grand marshal, Marty and Anna Vernon, have joined us up here on their huge stands. Wade Survey.
Even got a few that mom's carrying.
It's a long walk. It's a long route. I believe in total it's probably about a mile or so.
It is.
So
right at a little under a mile. But beautiful backdrop when you see the lights and everything that they've got decorated down Winchester Avenue. It's very picturesque.
And people are packed throughout the entire mile of it.
It's quite the way to kick off the holiday season.
Summit RV, more than 40 years in this area.
That's one of their toy haulers too. It's got an RV in the front, and you can put all your toys, whether it be four-wheelers and motorcycles and such. That's one of their most popular new items.
They've got toys back there too. That's the all-important little campfire setup too.
Ramey Step Home, which is a great facility. We've worked with them extensively over the years.
And they do a lot of great work, especially for kids in our area.
Got a pretty float too.
I like the Christmas pajamas some of them are wearing, the reindeer onesie.
They look warm. That's the theme. This is what makes you
warm is the theme. We would like to send a special thank you to Wagner Rental and Supply and the Lowe's of Russell for helping us with our setup for tonight and bringing you this parade. So thank you all.
Mount Hope Missionary Baptist Church.
About Christmas past, present, and future.
Another one of our Ohio partners. We've been underway a little less than 1 hour already.
And still more to go.
Yes.
That's what we were looking through our little cheat sheet of all of the floats and the participants, and we're on Division 3 of several, and that's what's so exciting about it is how many people really just devote a lot of time for it. So all the way to Division 10, so we're not even halfway, which is great.
Well, and some divisions have less numbers, but they may be bigger units that come through as well. I think the Shriners, I don't want to give anything away, I think they're one whole division.
They're one division, and they're always the highlight.
Yeah. Amy for Africa, that's a very interesting story. Amy has actually made 10 trips to Africa. They're getting ready to go to Uganda. They're starting a school that's going to serve 1,000 people and have a couple hundred residents. And so they're truly making a difference in the world. And based out of this region, the work they do, it's spectacular.
And Amy, we've done stories with her. We've actually made her a hometown hero for all of her hard work. There's State Senator Robin Webb.
That's right.
Come on over here real fast. Talk with us. How are you? Good to see you. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Amy for Africa is here. Amy is here.
Amy, take the microphone here. Amy.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Aw, thank you for having us.
You have a great night tonight?
It's awesome. We love the Ashland Christmas Parade. I mean, it just brings in the holiday season, we think.
Well, tell us a little bit what you have going on. I know you're getting ready for another trip.
Yes, we leave in 6 days, and I can't wait. We're taking about 900 Christmas presents over with us, and we're also going, hopefully, to break ground on our new school that's being built over there. So God has given us some acreage over there, and we're going to build a school that will hold 1,000 students. So we praise God for that. We're excited and just ready to just see what God has planned for Amy for Africa.
So if someone wants to help, or they want to get involved, what do they do?
AmyForAfrica.com. You can visit us there, see what we're about. You can reach us on Facebook, Amy for Africa. And there's also a link to give on the website, theamyforafrica.com.
Well, I encourage everyone to go and check out the work you're doing and the difference you're making. And thank you very, very much.
Oh, thank you all so much.
And when you get to see, when you're over there, the looks of the smiles on these kids' faces, and I've seen the videos of the dancing, I've seen the dancing gorilla, I've seen Mark Maynard over there. Just that moment of seeing what they have compared to here, and they're loving life, and they're loving that moment with you all. What does that do for your soul?
It is amazing. You know, when we give them a Christmas present, we did it last year, that's why we wanted to do it again this year. You know, these kids have nothing, and you give them a Barbie doll, and it's as if you gave them a Mercedes. I mean, it's like they just appreciate everything, and we are so thankful that we just get to be the vessel that gets to deliver the blessing. So.
You guys do a lot of great work. There's a reason you are a hometown hero this
Praise
year.
God.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you all. Have a good night. Happy holidays.
All right. Merry Christmas. All right, we have the Ashland Rotary Club that's coming by, and they're carrying the 4th annual Marshal Holiday Parade float, and it's actually the only float that's being hand carried. It's kind of like a Macy's.
It's like
Day
Macy's,
parade.
yeah.
Yeah, they've got 2 or 3 floats, but it's something special. Happy to call them out. We're being joined, it looks like Marty Goot, City Commissioner of Ashland. Hi there, Commissioner Goot.
Hey.
Let's give you a microphone here.
Uh-oh, we're giving Marty a mic.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here this evening. No rain, no wind to speak of.
Yeah, and you know, Marty, we were talking the theme of this Christmas parade is past, present, and future. You know, as a commissioner, you've been there with a lot of the city and with some of these developments. Talk about what the commission has planned coming up in the next year to further Ashland and their development.
It's in the air. You can go to any block in town and see construction and see work being done. And this renaissance of Ashland is just fantastic. And of course, my dad was here in 1925. Our family was, and set up in the arcade. And so we've seen the evolution of Ashland. And good times are coming. We're right on the brink of some great developments here. It's so great to see. I just wish my dad would have been able to live to see it.
Well, you're doing great work. The whole commission and the mayor, a lot of time and energy goes into keeping the city, you know, moving and upward. And it's exciting. We were talking about so many people coming here.
Yeah. This is one of our signature festivals. And I mean, I'm just glad for us all coming together. We work very closely with the National Alliance and with the volunteer groups that have come to the reality here. Build Ashland is another one that has stepped up. And I mean, it's just a good time to be in Ashland.
Well, Commissioner, good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you. It's a great night. It's always nice to have people drop by. There's so much cool stuff going on here, and it's so many people it takes to make this thing roll along like it is. We've got a cool float coming through here.
This one I was actually doing a live shot as they were getting prepped, and they were stranding all those lights on, and a lot goes into this. This is a Grinch setup. We see the Grinch and Cindy Lou Who.
I think there's several Cindy Lou Who's on this float. That's one of the themes of this.
Which is the Grinch making a big comeback this year with the new movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it can top the live action one with Jim Carrey. That's always been a classic one growing up. Thanks, Mason. It's the Kiwanis Bowl Queen.
Yes.
Lara's Bridals. This has been another big part of the community for several years. Setting up right here in downtown Ashland, actually recently even expanding their shop to keep up with the demands. I know a lot of girls go there for their dresses and their every year. And there's Lara driving the track. Here comes a stranger.
Hey, we got Chuck Charles here joining us. Hey, Chuck, pull up the microphone here.
Merry Christmas from the gang at the John Hall Super Center.
Good evening. How are you?
If I'm any better, you know when they call me Tim Gibbs. Give that a Chad.
Chuck, we were talking about the theme, and as a former mayor, you know what this means for this community.
True, it's really a homecoming. For all the people that come in for the holidays, it's the beginning of the holidays. It's turn it on. It is Christmas. It's coming here, and a lot of people come down here and just meet their family members, meet their old neighbors and friends. It's such a joyous time in the beginning of the site. I get excited about it.
What's some holiday traditions of yours?
Ours is Christmas Eve. All the kids and grandkids come over, and we end up doing karaoke, which is kind of, end of the night type deal. But, sharing with family and sharing gifts, not only those material gifts, but the gifts that they give to each other. And that's what it's all about.
And then also, with your work with Belmont, seeing them with the flag carrying in with everything, just to be a part of this community in this regard, as serving it and helping and volunteering. I know that it's a rewarding time for everybody to kind of really come together and celebrate this town.
It truly is, for all the businesses that come together and the hospitals coming out. I started with Our Lady of Belmont Hospital carrying the flag. Actually, that's Summer Motion's flag. We bought that years ago, but in order to carry it in a plate, it takes, 50, 60 people just to carry it. And that's really a true commitment that businesses have to come out and share.
Well, we know it's an exciting time. I know you probably want to get back to watching the parade. What, I guess, for the message of those watching at home, with a lot of people live streaming and watching from around the globe, a message to them from coming and being a part of Ashland.
Merry Christmas from Ashland, Kentucky.
Good to see you.
Great talking to you guys.
Thank
All right, take care.
Thank you, sir.
Get some special thanks we want to get across as the House of Grace comes walking down. First to the electronic media students from Ohio University Southern, 9 of them working together to bring us this coverage tonight. And it takes a village. Sometimes you see the people on air, but they were out here for hours ahead of time getting ready for this. So,
but this is a great experience for them.
It is.
They're learning the trades, and they're going to work in places like WSCC. They're going to do these things. So for them, this is a perfect thing to be out here sharing to the community, but also bringing to the world and building their resume.
Yeah, and also we want to thank the Wagner Rental and Supply and Lowe's of Russell for the setup for tonight. But as you mentioned, a lot of the experience, that's what's key in any kind of job development, whether it's getting in the media or a doctor or anything, and staying here locally and covering homes. It's really exciting.
Now, it's not always 38 degrees when you're doing that.
Yeah, no,
but-
it's sometimes it's a lot warmer, rainier, snowier, but
And I love the positive messages we see on all these groups that don't let your present situation define your future. You know, you can change your direction, and this community has done that, and I think people are embracing it.
this is really exciting, the House of Grace. I was talking to someone earlier. They are fully embracing this past and future part of this with a Back to the Future theme. Wait until you see this.
I've heard about this. I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
This one may take the cake for probably the best float of the night.
I see a little DeLorean.
There is. They have a replica of it. Let's see. Do we see Marty? I think we see him.
I do.
Look at this. We've got a little stroller version of it too.
That's what I was talking about. I see the small DeLorean.
Oh yeah. Then there's the big one right up on the float.
That's cool.
That is excellent. This is awesome. Yeah, they may win the night with this one.
I see Doc.
There's Marty.
Yep, this may be in the running.
Oh yeah. That took a lot of time.
And a nice nod to Stacy's Rockets. Nice touch.
So what are the little teapots, it looks like? Yeah. Oh, it's Jetson. It's a Jetson theme.
That's perfect.
Yeah. That's cool. I like to have
Little
those.
UFOs, yeah. We have these.
House of Grace Galaxy Christmas. 2018 and beyond, so it's the future. Awesome.
One of these days we'll see these flying cars going downtown Ashland. Then here comes OU Southern, a big part of our community as well. A lot of people locally are able to go there. And again, they're a big part of our broadcast tonight, the electronic media students helping us out. And also giving a little plug to our telecast.
Ohio University Southern Community Band playing up.
This makes me want to get in the car and play the Sirius satellite Christmas music. Now it's kind of time to listen to it.
And turn on the heat.
And turn on the heat as well, yeah.
Yeah.
We would like to send a special thank you to Wagner Rental and Supply and the Lowe's of Russell for helping us with our setup for tonight and bringing you this parade. So thank you all. Rotary Boutique, another big part of the community. A lot of people going there for dresses for dances, formals, and other big events.
Several young ladies on the float blowing out candy to kids. All right, we got another band coming through here.
know a lot of work has to go into these rehearsals for these bands. Some of them don't even have the music in front of them. They have to remember several songs that they're performing along the route.
And this is the tough gig too, because many of the schools are out right now. So they may be here, not even have school today, tomorrow, either one.
Yeah, walking and playing music, I can barely walk each time, so.
That was Sourdough East marching band that came through. Very appreciative for them as well, making the trip. This next float is very interesting. Looks like a large snow globe.
Our director taking some of our candy.
Yeah, the candy shows
The
up,
candy.
then it disappears.
We're gonna have to like just grab some and hold on to it.
I guess so. I told you if I can't talk, it's because I'm eating candy.
For Africa giving us some Skittles, we appreciate that.
And here come the crowd cheerleaders.
Now that snow globe is very impressive.
Crab Cheerleaders. I am an alumni of Crab Elementary School myself. I went there for 1 year.
We got the kind of spooky. The Green County Paranormal Society.
Yeah, this is a very interesting.
one.
The Greenup County Paranormal Society has a float.
I believe they held an event around Halloween at the Paramount. Because there's the history of Paramount Joe. There's their theme going along with A Christmas Carol.
Well, they want to be spooky, but they also want to be Christmas, so it's a fine line there.
Yeah.
And if you walk up and look at it, I think they kind of hit it.
They did. Ghost of Christmas Future there.
Welcome to Whoville.
The Grinch.
Yeah.
Their theme song. Lots of Who's and Cindy
Yeah.
Lou Who's.
It's cute.
This is from the Ashland Middle School Student Council.
Ashland Middle School, again, the student council. We talked about them earlier. The school having a lot of success this year and getting a lot of national recognition. Samsung Software tomorrow, where they came up with a device that helps with our officers and first responders with the opioid epidemic. So a lot of great work with them this year. Future leaders of our community.
Neighbors Choice Credit Union as well. Coming through, embracing our theme. That's a cute little girl.
On that little Christmas tree.
Yeah, she's got a Christmas tree hat and a pacifier. That's a good combination.
And they've got probably what is a lot of people consider the Christmas theme song of the year. We're getting blue and white candy canes, very UK for this time of year.
Ross Realty coming through with their float as well.
We're going to get some Roseville Christian School.
Where is Lucian? Rose Hill Christian School coming through as well. These ham warmers they gave us, those are a big hit.
They're working.
I'm good with that. It's actually a great night to be downtown Ashland. We were worried a little bit about the rain not clearing out, but now we've got nice, crisp, cool holiday night.
Yeah, really kind of gets you in the spirit. Because I know there have been years recently in past where it's been rainy and just bitterly cold. And this is a really good, gets you in the mood for it.
Pure Country Automotive, they've got a used car lot in Summit. They've got a new car lot in Grayson. And they're throwing out shirts up and down the street to everybody.
No car keys?
Well, sign on the dotted line, yeah.
All right, this game is tremendous. The Ashland Animal Rescue Fund, ARF.
Now comes up ARP, Ashland Animal Rescue Fund. It certainly is a soft spot in my heart. My 2 kitty cats at home came from there, and I think we support them any way we can. They do great work.
Yeah, we've done stories, with animal shelters, and we work with ARF and the Boyd County Animal Shelter, and both. When you go in there and you get the video of the puppies and the kittens, you hope maybe that helps get some of them adopted, and they always love the camera too. It cracks me up.
No, they do great work, and they've got this year they got a new facility too, so they got more capacity, and they're trying to even do more good work for the animals of the region.
And especially this time of year, it's so important with the way the temperatures get worked out. Now, we mentioned this. None of this would be possible without some of the hard work of the electronic media students, and we're gonna bring in probably one of the guys that knows the most about them. Don, talk about you helped get this all set up. Why did you guys get so involved in this, and why is it so important for you with your students?
It's important for us because each year it gives the students practical hands-on experience. If you look at WSAZ and a lot of the people behind the scenes up there working up there today, they all participated in this parade when they were students as either directors or camera operators during the parade.
So you've got Chris Murdoch. He's an alumni of yours, correct? He was in the parade. Sarah Bankston, I think, was one of yours. Mitch Sutton, he actually just recently left us. He's now working for West Virginia Governor Jim Justice's office and doing some great work. And we miss him, but we have a lot of OU alumni. Alan is one of our directors for the midday newscast.
Jake Conley.
Jake, who we love Jake. He recently just came back to us from working in Nashville. When you see your students first working at this parade and then going on to work in fields like with the governor, with Nashville, these big markets, what's that like for you?
It's exciting, I think I've got the best job in the world because they come in, they don't know anything, and then I see their work on Channel 3 or NFL or ESPN, or maybe a Marathon Oil doing training videos for them, or a hospital. It's real rewarding because you get to see their work, later on.
And that, I'm sure, is, it's about them going back in their community that they serve. A lot of these students are from here, so it's exciting for them to kind of be a part of it.
The young man that's been beside you all night, the sound engineer, he's actually from Dayton, Ohio. Wow. And he'll be leaving right after this, heading back, for the Thanksgiving break and everything. We got a couple of West Virginians out here working, but a lot of them from right here in the Ironton, Ashland area as well.
That's great. Well, we thank you for all your all's hard work. How long does it take to get everything set up?
We started yesterday getting equipment together, and then we arrived at the university at 2 o'clock this afternoon. We were out here by 3 setting up. While everybody else is home warm, they'll still be rolling up cables, so we'll be after midnight probably before they get to go home.
That's the thing a lot of people don't realize. There's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes.
But we appreciate the partnership with the Alliance and also WSAZ and the CW because it does give the students the hands-on experience.
And for those who are watching the live stream, and to that aspect, technology has really gotten big in our field, and people are able to watch all over the globe. You're seeing some of these comments of people watching from everywhere. It's
no longer just reaching the tri-state. When I graduated college, we had 3 TV stations, that was it. And now these students can do one project and it can reach the whole world, millions of people. Pretty cool.
Well, we thank you for all your hard work.
Okay.
Thanks, Don. Thank you, Don.
wind started kicking back up.
Yeah,
a little bit.
it's
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. We've got some extra hand warmers. Those might have to.
Yeah.
We may have to double up.
My kingdom for electric blankets.
I know this morning that they were talking on the Today Show about their telecast for the Macy's parade, and Savannah Guthrie and Hoda Copy. They have a nice setup with heaters and everything in their little booth. And I said, well, maybe we'll have some of those for tonight. And
Not so much.
not so much.
Yeah. Valvoline Engine Laboratory. Merry Christmas. Valvoline and Marathon's been a big part of this community for decades, so it's good to see their production in the parade this year.
Give me a little behind the scenes of some products that Dogs have worked on with Valvoline, just to showcase the products that they have and how great they are for people in our area. Pawn World, maybe a place if you're thinking of trying to find some jewelry this holiday season.
Has to be the smallest vehicle in the parade.
Yeah, that's a tight one.
I don't think I could get in that.
Again, your friends from Pawn World, followed by Extreme Winter out in the Iowa Mall of the Trampoline Park. Lots of fun. With
Extreme Air with
everybody.
another tiny car.
Yeah.
Decked out. And it's always fun going over there. Cuyahoga would go jump around, then go next door to Callahan's and have dinner with the family, then go to a movie. And you can do it all right there.
We did the ribbon cutting for them, and I'll never forget, we cut the ribbon, and we're overwhelmed by about 250 kids that were just
They
all
were ready.
standing on the outside waiting, like, hurry up, cut this thing. So yeah, it's a very popular establishment. And of course, I had to bounce around.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That's,
I hope there's no tape of that.
see, I hope there is. Gospel Light Baptist Church coming down with us now.
I don't think it's too early to talk about what may be coming here in a little bit. We're about 7 going into the 7th division, so we're about almost 3/4 the way through.
Some highlights to come, obviously. Santa Claus is making his big return to Ashland. But also, again, we were talking about Division 8 in this parade. It's just one group, one unit, the Shriners.
Yeah.
And in the work they do, and we'll talk about them when they are coming down, but they will be here shortly. They're always a big hit.
They are. And they do such good work for this community. I mean, statewide, the fact that they've opened a new medical facility in Lexington that ties in all the expertise of university, hospital with what they're doing as well, and the platforms they do for so many people. They do so much good.
Yeah.
So the reason they're here is to highlight and show people what they do and to raise their presence for they can continue doing all the good work. The dedicated group of people it takes to change the lives of kids,
Yeah.
and they're dedicated to that.
One hour heating and air.
Well,
Or they bring us some heat.
yeah, I could use that. I'm feeling the chill kind of set in.
looks like the Rush Masonic Lodge 715.
Keep on moving around thinking I'm going to get warmer, and so far it's not happening. It's 38 degrees, by the way, here in downtown Ashland.
That wind makes it a little colder.
Yeah.
Here comes the 3J groups.
The Rush Lodge 715.
Just off 206.
Now here comes the big one, the 3J group with Smokin' Jay's Ribs and Brew House, who with just in months of opening in Ashland at Park Place, they had to expand already and are now down in Boyd County, closer to the Canonsburg area next to Walmart.
Yeah, they bought a facility out there and revamped it and doing their thing out there. And great place to go out and have a meal, have live music as well on occasion. Been a really good partner that's been added to the community.
Are we getting samples?
Uh-oh.
Am I getting a sample?
What are you giving
What do we
us
have?
here?
We have ribs?
We have ribs. The only thing is,
fantastic.
I'm afraid to take off my gloves
I'm
to
not.
try to eat it. Hey guys.
Come on. We have some more. What do we have?
We got some ribs. Awesome.
Talk to us a quick sec. What kind of rib? What have we got here?
Jason, talk to us.
Yum.
Well, we're happy for you to be a part of our parade here tonight, and welcome to the community, and we're just really, really happy to have you and your partners here.
These are delicious. I love these, yes.
I
will.
smell them. Yeah, awesome, awesome. You're the man. Thank you, sir. How about that? Hand-delivering ribs down the street here.
Now, you were talking about if you were silent because you were eating candy, it's because I'm eating ribs.
Yeah, I don't know if I can take off these gloves, though, because I'm cold. Boyd County Code Enforcement. Hopefully they won't come over here and talk to me about my ribs.
Very good. These ribs come right off the bone.
Oh, wow. They're good.
WTCR, iHeartRadio. There's Judy. How are ya? Judy, part of the morning. We've got ribs. They're so good.
What I don't have is a napkin.
Judy forgot the candy. I hope Cletus talks about that tomorrow. Judy and Cletus, of course, part of the Cletus Tea Party on WGCR. He's done a lot of work in this community as well.
Got the Russell High School dance team coming through.
Now I need a napkin for these ribs.
I did too. I had to wipe it on my little bag down here. Wipe my hands off. It's our first tractor of the night. I thought the over-under on tractors would be more than one.
Yeah.
That's a McCormick Farmall.
Now here comes a really impressive float. I was getting a little sneak peek of. It is Clarke's Pump and Shop. They're doing a big toy kind of setup.
We've got the Polar Express coming in front of us. This is always a big deal.
We've got Toy Story, we've got Barbie. I think there's some princesses involved. Clarke's Pump and Shop, a big part of the community here in Ashland.
They have facilities over many, many states. I think all the way down to Florida.
All 3 states, and then I think there's even my sister who works there.
Really?
There she is, dressed as Belle, Holly. But no, they do a lot of great work in this area.
Yeah, they're really community first.
Rick and Brent Clarke are actually down in Florida for Thanksgiving. Hopefully they bring some of the warmth back with them.
And John, their father was recognized at our Ashland Lions annual dinner. The chairman was all the things he's done over the years for our community.
So they're a great club.
Green High School Marching Band from Franklin Furnace, Ohio.
All the decorations on their instruments.
Yeah, you got to decorate for the season.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and now they're dancing.
They were dancing with some hot coffee up here.
We were warmed up for a moment with the ribs. Now I see your point. My hands are cold. Armstrong table.
Armstrong exchanges everything. We provide television, telephone, high-speed internet service, residential and commercial customers.
This equipment truck with Armstrong all decked out as well. I'd love to know just how many Christmas light strands are on all of these floats together. I know some of them have hundreds, if not thousands, on them, especially with the fire trucks, because it takes a lot to cover them up.
Well, one fire truck had 80,000 on it. Wow. 80,000 lights. Yep. Don just let us know that this show will be airing on Armstrong cable as well.
A lot of people are helping out, making sure as many people can see our broadcast as possible. Obviously, we mentioned the electronic media students at Ohio Southern, but also we want to thank the crew at Wagner Rental and Supply and Lowe's in Russell for helping us as well.
Spring Valley High School dance team coming through.
A little run, run, Rudolph. In Spring Valley, lately they've got a classmate of theirs who this holiday season has a lot to be thankful for. His name's Wade Smith. He's a freshman. He went to football practice one day, went home, wasn't feeling right. His mom rushed him to the hospital, and he was flown to Columbus, where he's been from September up until just a week ago. He was given a new heart. They said he had a mysterious virus that attacked his body and his heart, and he was hooked up to all these machines. And I just recently interviewed his mom, who says she's thankful to this holiday season, obviously, for her son's health. He'll be able to come home just in time for Christmas. And so Spring Valley's done a lot of work to help that family out, because the medical bills add up.
Girl Scout Troop 5222, once again celebrating the theme of past, future, and present.
And with this theme, I kind of keep thinking about, and I keep getting it mixed up with Ashland's motto, a proud past and a bright future. And so it's very fitting for that theme this year in Ashland.
There's so many neat things going on right now in this community. We're one block away. We're looking at the new Delta Hotel by Marriott that's going to be opening up this spring, and it's about a $13-14 million process or project that's going to bring a signature hotel downtown Ashland.
And talk just a little bit about with what Ashland Alliance is. It's for people who don't know. Sure. I mean, you're a big part in getting all of these companies and these businesses to this area and to develop. So what's the process like of reaching out and attracting so much to this area, and what can we expect in 2019?
Well, the Ashland Alliance, first and foremost, is we're a Chamber of Commerce and Economic Development. So we're from Main Street to the Industrial Park and everything in between.
We want to take care of our existing companies first and foremost, but we do some targeted recruitment, and we tell the story of how people can be successful here. We try to identify companies that make sense for them to be here and then help them be successful for the long haul. We've been able to really define what our competitive advantages are and build a market specifically to the companies that can take advantage of those things. And when you do that successfully, it's not so much recruitment, it's about sharing opportunity for people to be successful. And we've found our way, I guess is the best way to say that. We've had some signature announcements, things reopening, things expanding, some large industry coming to the area, because we have workforce. We have workforce that have skills and have availability, and also that are loyal, that don't want to move away, that want to have a career for the next 40 years. You don't find that everywhere. And when you can tell that story and you can do it on a quantitative and qualitative scale, then you can be successful. So there's a lot of cool things happening, but there's reasons why, and there's work that backs it up. And the Alliance is proud to have the baton to really try to bring people together to work towards common causes, to make a rising tide that lifts all boats for all of Northeast Kentucky and really the tri-state.
We've worked with you all for stories and great work for this area, and I know a lot of people appreciate the dedication that you all do in your office and with other groups as well to bring Ashland back up, because there's been some moments in years where things have hit hard, especially with AK and things, and it's good to see everything bounce back.
It's a team sport. It's not one group doing one thing. There's no I. It's all of us working together, and so we know we want to overplay our role as well, which is part of the team. Got Kentucky Power coming down the street. Speaking of one of our key partners has helped us quite a bit. They've been a powerful engine of economic development and a great corporate citizen for all of Northeast Kentucky.
And they've done a lot of work this year helping other communities that aren't next door or across the river. They've been to North Carolina, South Carolina, helping with Hurricane Florence recovery. They were down in the Gulf Coast after other hurricanes, other storms. And it's always great when you can see these images of crews helping strangers get their lives back after a devastating storm or situation, and to see Kentucky Power and Ashland, Kentucky on the side of those trucks, it really brings some pride and spirit to our area as well, to know that we're helping out in other ways.
Well, Kentucky Power reaches all the way from Greenup down to Pikeville. They've got about 180-some-thousand people, customers. They spend between $600,000 and $700,000 a year on economic development in this region. Some of the successes that we've talked about and alluded to over the last year, they've been right in the middle of and helped us to not only be competitive, but to win. So they're a key partner in helping this community move forward.
And those crews are the unsung heroes. Whether it's in the summer and your power goes out from a thunderstorm, or in the winter from an ice or snow event, they're the ones out there in all those elements, helping make your lives as seamless as possible and without any, interruptions. So we thank them for all of their work.
When we went from incandescent bulbs to LED bulbs in the park, we actually cut our power consumption by about 70%.
Wow.
Because there's nearly 800,000 of them. And that's significant.
Yeah, because those lights are on for a long time.
Yeah, they are.
For a couple months.
They
So
are.
yes, I'm sure that adds up.
Yeah, and they're actually, the LEDs, they don't burn out as much. They're brighter. They just last better. So they're all the way around the next generation of lighting.
Tabitha's Zumba, dancing to some Christmas music. Probably what a lot of people think of the theme song of the holiday season. It's All I Want for Christmas Is You. It's the Mariah Carey version. It's in all the holiday promos that you hear.
They look like they're having a good time.
They are. Get their cardio in.
Yeah.
I'd jump up and do some cardio if it'd make me get warm.
I'd jump up for some cardio if this Little Caesars truck has anything for us.
Yeah, do you have any pizza?
Any
We
pizza?
want pizza.
No pizza? No crazy bread?
See, that guy's not safe going by here.
The ribs, those are just like a teaser for us.
Dr. Jeviden has his own fire truck. That's a 1949 fire truck that's from Pennsylvania, and that fire truck was part of a crash unit. I believe it wasn't the Air Force, but it was a military crash unit from Pennsylvania from an Army base. So it has quite the story itself. I think he actually has 2 fire trucks.
Wow.
And they're in every Christmas parade, and they have quite the story.
That's great.
Humana Health System coming through here, all about wellness.
Another animal support group here coming down, the Friends of Green Up Paws.
That's awesome.
Someone just brought us nuts. Now the probably the highlight of the parade.
Well,
other than the big man.
Yes.
This is maybe the opening act, we could say.
Now, in some years too, some of these guys come through here and they're wearing some unique costumes that doesn't look very worn. Let's see what's going on tonight with them. And just the upkeep, because I have a family member that's a Shriner, and the upkeep on these vehicles and what they do, they work year round to keep these things up and going, and to bring more things into every year.
Then my favorites are always the inevitable, the dancers, but then we also have some of these cars, the ones that can hoist up on 2 wheels.
Yeah, they do a great job.
And as we mentioned earlier, the work that they do helping children that are sick and their families transporting them at no cost, right? No cost.
To bring in just world-renowned healthcare to children, it makes a difference.
Yeah, they do a lot of great work. I know a good family friend, his sister, passed away several years ago when they were younger. But the Shriners really helped their family as they drove from Ashland to Lexington for treatments and things. So they always do a big 4th of July event and raise money for the Shriners Hospital. So anybody would want to help out this holiday season giving donations. The Shriners is a great group.
They change the lives of so many people. And I bet if you start asking around, you don't have to talk to too many people before you find someone that their family, one way or the other, has benefited from the Shriners.
All right, as we were mentioning.
Well, here's one guy that I can
here's
tell you
the
right
one.
now. Yes. That's some dedication right there.
You could tell he's like, is this over yet? Someone has got several blankets and has the car running on high heat for him when he's done.
In years past, one of the percussionists was a gentleman that I was in a high school band with.
Uh-oh.
You gotta be freezing.
How cold are you? He's working up a sweat. There's one of our engineers at WSAZ, Mr. Aaron Withrow, part of the Shriners. Look at this tiny semi.
Those are actually transformers. You just don't know it yet, okay?
And these are grown men that are driving these. This is amazing.
See, that looks like fun. Especially if you have a heater in it.
Now we know why they're their own division. They're still going.
Yeah.
Here comes some of those AMG cars in their motor as well.
Now that guy was cold. There's a few that looks like they're
They're
showing.
like, we're done.
Yeah, but some of these old vehicles, now the work it takes in getting them on the road and keeping them on the road is significant. That's an interesting vehicle.
Yeah,
I've
that's.
seen them.
I'm worried. It looks like a little low pressure on one of those tires. England Hill, Freewell Baptist, and Catlettsburg with quite a setup as well.
Now there you go. That's it. Next one. That's it. Right down on my left, baby.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
With the Candyland theme here.
Hi there. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Wow, I got some Tootsie Rolls out of that. A few other things. That's a beautiful one. It's a nice one.
A lot of work went into that one.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh, glow sticks, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a little chilly, a little cold, but it looks like it should be good. I'll talk to Tony. I'll make sure we get something.
Some Waffle
I
House.
think they were interviewing the
It's weird. It's always weird to be interviewed when you're used to asking.
Understood. Sorry. I thought it was implied. Understood.
got CUC, Lock and Supply Company, 304 out of Huntington. The Waffle House.
All these restaurants keep passing us.
Yeah.
It's making me a little hungry.
Yep. Yep. We've got a little break here. I can see coming down the street. Do I see ponies coming our way?
I think you do. You do.
Well, we don't put the ponies up front, so we may be getting a little closer.
The end.
I can see remnants of candy everywhere.
And that's another thing, the crews, the Ashland Street Department will be, as soon as everything wraps up, cleaning up Winchester Avenue, maybe hoping to see if they can spare some candy for themselves, but they'll be getting everything ready for the morning commute tomorrow, because Wednesday, it's the day before Thanksgiving. It's always a big travel day.
And my office is 1 block from here, so I'll be coming right down through here in about 10 hours. 11. These pretty horses.
There's also getting everything ready for downtown because of Small Business Saturday. That's always a big thing with the brunch and browse.
I'm glad you mentioned that. That's a huge thing, and it's something the Alliance really wants to be supportive of. Because anytime you spend $1 local, that dollar is going to recirculate through the economy. There's a multiplier for that, and it's significant. Hey, come on in here. I got my board chair here. I got Andrew Jones of Community Trust Bank going to join us here. Good morning, or good morning, good evening. Yeah.
Good evening, Tim.
Yeah.
Wonderful evening out here at the parade.
Yeah. Why don't you take this microphone? we were just talking about the brunch and browse on Saturday that's going to be down here. Shopping local and trying to encourage everyone to come downtown on Saturday and think about your local businesses for the holidays.
We're all looking forward to the brunch and browse. It's kind of become a little family tradition for us.
Yep.
Go down and see. It's as much about seeing all your friends as it is getting some good deal on shopping and food and all those kind of things.
Yeah, and it's a great way to experience a lot of the food that's downtown, because a lot of the restaurants will be catering towards really giving you a chance to taste a lot of different things.
We're talking about the holidays. I see your boys right behind you. They're laughing like that got put on the spot. Went to high school with them, and to have them home for the holidays, I'm sure, especially being empty nest, having them back in is exciting for you guys.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've been looking forward to getting them home today. Decided to come down to the parade. We've been over to Blazers, had a great meal over there, seen lots of friends. They just saw the Ashland band come through, and some of the trainers and some of their buddies from high school. So yeah, it's good fun.
Is there water in those hot tubs? What I want to know. 'Cause we're about to freeze out here now.
You guys have been sitting here for a while.
Yeah. We have. But I think we're in now Division 9. We've got one more before the big guy comes out.
Celebrating 30 years, the Ashland Youth Ballet.
How was the DeLorean and Dr. Paulus' act?
It was awesome.
Gerardo.
That was great.
And that may be our favorite.
We saw a piece of it over when we were at Blazers. It looked great.
Yeah.
Look at all these sweet little angels.
No, it's been a great parade. We've seen a lot of variety. We've seen a lot of smiling faces. Been a lot of candy thrown out to kids. It's been a good evening.
You said it. That's why so many people come out. It's pride in our community, pride in our little town, our parade.
Yep, it's been an exciting year.
Little angel right there. Look at that.
We even got some ribs. Smoking Jays came by and gave us some ribs. Nobody's coming by and handing out hot coffee, though.
Merry Christmas from the Ashland Regional Dance Theater.
Well, you can say hi and how glad you are to be home for the Christmas parade.
Yeah, always love coming back to Ashland, seeing my hometown. The parade looks great. Great turnout for this. It's just awesome all around.
Thanks, Logan.
Well,
we're going to walk around the block here a little bit. Thanks for letting me sit in for a minute and say hey to you guys.
You just saw an empty chair. You're like, I haven't stayed in a while. I want to take a break.
No, Andrew Jones, he's been the chair of the Alliance for the last couple of years, and under his leadership, some great things have been happening, so we're proud to have him.
Yeah, Christmas is just saying.
On hour 2 almost of this parade, and people still out, they're loving every moment of this, and again, a lot of people coming in for Thanksgiving. They're like, let's get downtown, let's kick off the celebration, and then they'll probably do some laps around the park before heading home.
Merry Christmas. Of course, we got the bell ringers here, and that means so much for people that's trying to help others. I think that's another underlying theme of this parade, and is trying to do as much as you can to help others as well.
The Salvation Army does a lot of work year round, but their big campaign that they work on is the Red Kettle campaign. That's where they get a lot of their funding for obviously helping with the gifts and helping families out this year, but then that also helps carry them throughout the year and into other projects that they're working on, so that those bells are out in full force already, and then every penny goes towards helping a good cause. So
it's been 109 years that the Salvation Army has been in existence trying to help their fellow man. I think we're starting to get close.
Yeah.
We hear the trains in the back road rolling through town.
See trains right now at the Festival of Trees and Trains at the Paramount Arts Center. I know that's always a big draw to people in the Paramount. And kind of seeing the Paramount transform with those displays is always interesting as well.
We do a business after hours that kicks off the Festival of Trees and Trains, and it's the Desco Federal Credit Union event, and we did that a week ago. And we, I think, 130 people attend our business after hours.
Here comes the Ashland Tomcats football team. Unfortunately, their season just ending after a tough loss to Johnson Signal, but a great season that they had. And
they were ranked in the top 5 in the state a lot of the year.
Go Tomcats! Always exciting to see the team succeed. And Coach Tony Love does a lot of great work with them. I'm very proud of the Tomcats. Go Tomcats!
Raceland's still playing as well. They play in Pikeville for a chance to go to the state championship on Friday.
That's right. It's so exciting to see teams in this area do so well.
Yeah, there's a history of success here.
Go Tomcats!
I would ask if you went to school with any of them.
No, I've been. It's been a while. This year's junior class, my sister's grade, so it was a little bit before their time when I was there, but it's always exciting to go see their tradition.
Ashland Middle School wrestling team, the Tomcats.
Our middle school Tomcat, it's a wrestling team. That's the kind of tie I need for the holidays. When you just wrap around your neck. There, yeah.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Oh, we're good. We're good. Thank you.
Speak for yourself.
Blazing Bridles, Grady County 4-H Horse Club. Serve Pro, they've got the past, present, and future also highlighted.
And they're another group. We've worked with some of them during these hurricanes that we covered. Hurricane Florence and the Carolinas, and they went down to those areas for several weeks to help with the cleanup and help these families get their homes back in order. So again, just another example of Kentucky in this area helping out those hundreds of miles away.
I'll let you introduce the next group.
This is the Paul G. Blazer High School Marching Band.
And they're bringing in the season and also paving the way for Santa Claus.
The big man. Yes. Is he in sight?
He is in sight. He is coming down the street.
It is officially the holiday season here in Ashland, Kentucky with the big man in red.
That's right. That's awesome.
Coming in on a City of Ashland fire truck. Look at the kids. They're so excited to see him.
It's a special night when we get Santa in Ashland.
Yeah, he's got quite the busy time coming up for him. So for him to spend out some time with us is very special.
Santa's the man.
And we want to thank you guys so much for joining us as well. This has been an exciting night again. This is the big kickoff of the season as Ashland Police Cruiser kind of wraps everything up for us. Thank you so much, Tim. It was great sitting next to you, and for all of our viewers at home for tuning in, thank you for spending a part of your holiday season with us. So it's exciting for me to get to be a part of the parade in this regard this year.
Well, I've enjoyed sharing the seat here, and this has been a wonderful night, and thank you for it.
That's all right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a happy and safe holiday and a great 2019. We know there's a lot to come here in Ashland. Have a good one. Take care.
Thank you. Enjoy your families.